answering some questions that members had on various topics. Today we are blessed to present the insightful call conference entitled, We All Have a Duty to Protect Ourselves and Others, Part 4 of 6 on Between Master and Disciples, given in English.
Warning: you might find the content herein disturbing, but the truth must be revealed.
And we all know that meat costs a lot of taxpayers' money every year, or every second, every minute even.
Yes.
Everyone works so hard and then has to pay tax and then use it for what? For sick people. And what makes them sick? The meat, the dairy products, the fish, the eggs, whatever to do with living, breathing, poor, defenseless animals. That's what makes them sick, because it's the wrong food for them. And scientifically proven already. So nobody have the right to say they don't know, they don't understand. You are all mostly educated people, especially those in the government. You should know all this. You should know all what's good for your citizens. And if you don't know, then you're not worthy to sit in the government system. You should get out. And somebody else better than you would replace you. That would be the best for the world, for the citizens of the world.
Yes.
There's no excuses anymore. As the leader of a country or government or body, you should know everything that is good or bad for your citizens and decide it for them. That's what it means, leaders. Leader means you make out a plan and everybody else follows because you are a leader. Otherwise, you're not worth that position and you should retire, go home, do whatever you want. Continue eating meat and make yourself sick, but don't have to make other people sick with you. The leader, like a president, prime minister, queens, kings, princess, are not a job. It's not an occupation. It is a trusted mission. It is a really noble engagement to help all you can under your leadership. Otherwise, this is meaningless if you sit there in the chair of the leadership but doing nothing really essential or substantial for your citizens and or for the world. In that case, you fail your mission, and you should just resign and go back to do whatever little things that you want to do, just for yourself, for your own pleasure, instead of sitting there in the chair of leadership just to gain fame, to gain praise, and to gain money. It's really below your dignity, I'm telling you. Yes. The leader, you have the duty to take care of people who trust you, no?
Yes, Master.
Yeah. And then heaven will bless you. And you can do more continuously if you do the right thing. Actually, if the people adhere to the advice, like if you go out, I advise you wear face shield, okay?
Yes, Master.
You wear a mask, yes?
Yes.
Or you wear the goggle and mask and face shield, and then the hat, and wear the overall clothes that shield you all over,
Yes.
Shield as much as you can. Don't touch your face before you wash your hands at home, and after you're home, you clean and wash the clothes. And people can go out, can continue working. They don't really have to be locked down.
Yes, Master.
Because lockdown is depressing for everybody.
Yes.
For the children, why don't they just make new clothes, like the clothes for the astronauts, or the clothes that the nurses and the doctors wear in intensive infectious operations?
Yes, Master.
Like they cover their head all the way under their neck, up to the shoulder, and then in front they have the transparent shield.
Yes.
Yes. So in that case, they don't even need to wear a mouth mask. You saw this picture or not?
Yes.
Okay, they wear like a hood
Yes.
with the transparent
material in the front, like glass or plastic, see-through.
Yes.
But everything else, the head and the shoulder are all covered. They wear the cover clothes, yeah, and they wear their surgical hand gloves.
Yes.
And they wear socks and shoes underneath, yeah?
Yes.
Just like people, sometimes they have to go into infected laboratory, yeah, to work.
Yes.
Like that, yes. And then they could, but it will be uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know if they can bear it long. Somehow they have to have some airy system so that people don't feel too hot inside. Or they have to make some material so that it's airy, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes,
Not hot. And they just wear that and the hood. Then they could go out and work anywhere. Better than locking people down.
Yes.
And wear that for the children also, so they can go to school.
Yes.
They have to develop some more dress codes for the people so that they can go out and live their life. You understand me?
Yes, Master.
Actually, if you don't interact with a lot of people, you just wear the overall. You cover your neck even, and then wear a mouth mask, cover the nose, and then wear a hat to cover as much part of your hair, and some part of your head, possible your ears, and then shoes and socks and long sleeves and hand gloves, and then you can go out. I mean, do shopping or do some work or driving some elderly or someone who needs a drive.
Yes, Master.
So it doesn't have to always be in lockdown completely like that. But only if people really adhere to the, regulation and the principle of protection for selves and others. That is the only problem, because some people do not adhere to it. And that's why the government probably have to lock them down, all of them, because they would not know who will come out with or without a mask or with or without all that comprehensive protection. That's why. So it's actually also people's responsibility. It's not only the government to be blamed.
Yes.
So you see, the consciousness of people are very, very coarse still. Some of them are still very coarse, going out, protesting even just to wear a mask. My goodness, why do they do that? The doctors in the hospital, and the nurses, some of them wear masks for many hours. If they have a long operation, they wear it like forever. And the dentists, they wear it all the time because they have to work with the gloves and the mask to treat the patients.
Yes.
I don't know why people are so unreasonable, really. This I have to say. I like it in Ethiopia. If you don't wear a mask in the public, you will be jailed for 2 years and maybe fined also. We need such a strong leader like that. For anything that is good for humanity, I applaud the Prime Minister and the government of Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Such a country,
Yes.
and has such a strong leadership like that. I really like it very much. Maybe other countries should follow suit.
Yes, Master.
Just to protect the innocents, the ones who abide by the law, the ones who protect themselves and to protect others, because there are vulnerable people out there, like elderly people who easily succumb to such a pandemic infection, or pregnant women, or the ones already not well physically. They will be vulnerable to the infection, and the children at their tender age, when their immune system is maybe not completely developed.
Yes, Master.
So for these people who don't protect themselves and don't protect others, it's truly good to just put them in vacation for 2 years. I agree with that, even though it doesn't sound like very so-called democratic. But there are limits to democracy.
Yes.
People take it for granted about freedom. Freedom has to have also a limit. Freedom has to go with responsibility and moral standards. You cannot just go out, infect other people by not wearing a mask.
Yes.
Because you don't know if you're sick or not. Not everyone gets a test. And even if you're tested, other people might not have been tested, and they are like asymptomatic sick patients, which nobody even sees. They don't even know it themselves. So what's wrong with just wearing a little stupid mask? It doesn't harm you in any way, but it will harm you and others if you don't wear it.
Yes.
So I wish to see more strong leadership in the world, not, like spaghetti spine people who sit up there pointing fingers, ordering around, and not doing much. I have no respect for this kind of leaders. Excuse me. So they should get up and do something, Show themselves like a real men, or real women, real leaders, or just go home. And just think about it. It's not like you do what you want in such a troubled time of our planet. We have disaster everywhere already, cost billions, trillions of dollars for the world. And then, if you infect other people or don't protect yourself and you get infected, you'll be sick. You'll be a burden to our society also. The hospitals already full of patients, more than full, more than capacity. Many doctors, nurses, hospital-related personnel already die for your sake. So if the government of Ethiopia or any other government jail this kind of irresponsible persons, I would not blink an eye, really, because we all have a duty to protect ourselves and protect others.
Yes.
It will cost billions, trillions of dollars to take care of the pandemic patients, and then the economy collapse and all that. So you don't have the right to make it worse for your nation or for any other nations when you're traveling around also.
Yes.
Just put your mask on and put your face shield on as well. It doesn't cost much. You can make it yourself also. I saw you have on TV already. You can make it yourself. And this is too much for you? Then what else can you do for the world? You don't have to do anything. Just put a mask on and a face shield on just to protect yourself and to protect others. That's all you have to do. It doesn't cost a lot. It doesn't cost a lot of time either. Everyone can do that. To protect the elderly, the weak woman, the already vulnerable patients, and children. I don't want to spare my words for this kind of people. In the long run, locking down is terribly damaging to the country's economy, to the world economy as well. Not just people's mental health or psychological wellness. So long-term lockdown is a no-no.
Yes.
People, if they are well equipped, cover themselves and protect themselves, then they should go out like normal, except they have to cover themselves the way I have said it.
Yes.
Then they'll be okay. Even if they are infected with a very, very little, then their body can fight, or we can cure them quickly. And whoever doesn't agree to this rule, which is very simple, everyone can do it. It's no harm done. Nothing. No harm to you. If you wear mask, face shield, and hat, and body cover, normally you have to wear clothes to go out anyway. Cover yourself.
Yes.
And then just an extra hat or the face cover or face shield. What's wrong with that? You see, the doctors, they wear gloves, they wear overall protective clothing and hat and mask and all kind of equipment they have to wear. Sometime all day long. So if we just wear it when we go out for a while and come back home free, then I think everybody has the duty to do that, to cooperate with the government to protect yourself and others. There is no excuse whatsoever.
Yes, Master.